Monster Truck fans, welcome to the Plateau Arena for your July 24th event coverage. Our first competition of the event is going to be timed racing with El Toro Loco starting us off. El Toro Loco has been in a bit of a slump in skills and freestyle, but he's got 9 racing wins on the season, and I know that he would love to be able to crack it into the double digits. He is staged for the first pass on the close side lane, and we have green for the El Toro Loco's first pass on the track. Great air off of that first racing ram. Halfway through the pass right now, a fantastic turn into his second racing lane hit, coming into the final turn. Beautiful, in 18.11 seconds for El Toro Loco. That is a great time to start off this competition and set the bar for the other competitors. He still has one more racing pass to complete, starting on the other side of the track, to try and get an even better time to make it just that much harder for the other competitors to try and beat. He is staged, ready to rock. They're going to double check that he is all good. And we have green for the final pass for El Toro Loco in timed racing. A bit of a slower first corner right there, but he's picked up the momentum. Little bit of a bobble there. That turn coming into the close side lane. Goes up that racing lane a little bit slow. A wide second to last turn over the finish line to finish that last pass. A 20.03 seconds. We're going to keep that first time of an 18.11 seconds for El Toro Loco. A great time to start off timed racing. He is your leader so far. Your second competitor out for timed racing. It is your current series season's points leader, the black and green wrecking machine, Gravedigger. We'll see what lane he decides to take his first pass in. Every competitor has to take a pass in both lanes, but it's their choice which one they get to choose first. He has chosen the opposite lane that El Toro Loco chose for his first pass. Gravedigger is off. A very tight turn, but a very slow turn for Gravedigger that first attempt. Close side lane looking faster so far. Gravedigger just barely getting both tires on the racing lanes as to not get a 5-second penalty. A 19.20 seconds for Gravedigger's first pass. That was a great run. Only a few bobbles on the track. That just goes to show you how good of a first pass that one was by El Toro Loco. Gravedigger is staged, ready to go. A much quicker yellow light there. Oh, and he gets hung up on the first racing lane. That is going to be a 5-second penalty if he qualifies for a score. If he finishes the run, oh, he taps that turning box right there. Oh, and he backs up and hits it again. Going over that racing lane, and he piles right into the opposite turning box. He will not qualify for a score. We'll see if he will even finish the racing pass, and he will not. Gonna get that other one that almost got him. We're gonna keep the 19.20 seconds for Gravedigger. That will hold him in second place, and El Toro Loco stays your leader. We've got one more competitor to come out to try and beat El Toro Loco's time, to try and keep him from getting in that double digits of racing wins. It is the Dirt Dolphin Megalodon, choosing the same lane as El Toro Loco for his first racing pass. He is staged and ready to rock. A very wide first corner, even has to reverse. Oh, over the first racing lane, and Megalodon is over. That will be a DNF. Let's look at the replay to see what happened here. I think it just kicked him right to the side. He got the two front tires on the racing ramp, but he did not get both back tires. That back right tire not being on the racing ramp, that made him go sideways over it, and he just could not gather it back together. We flipped him back over, and he's got one more racing pass to try and take out these competitors. Let's see, that purple light means he needs to restage. He tripped the yellow light sensor, but he went over where he was supposed to stop to be staged. He is staged, ready to rock now for his final racing pass. Megalodon is off. Again, similar to Gravedigger's first pass, very slow first corner, but nice over the racing lane. I think, honestly, he just wants to get a time in, because if he gets a DNQ or a DNF from this pass, he will get 0 points, and even if he gets last, 1 point is better than 0 points. 25.18 seconds for Megalodon, last place. But hey, oh my! Oh wow! What a violent rollover! We're going to keep that 25.18 seconds. I want to see the replay on that. He goes up the side of it, but man! That turning box, he lands on top of it, and it just throws him onto the side, bounces off the roof. They're going to need to check that cage, make sure there's no cracks in it before skills. El Toro Loco is going to be your first one to come out in skills and your racing winner. These trucks have 2 attempts on this track for the skills competition. Looks like El Toro Loco was kind of getting an idea for a bicycle right there. Now lining up for his first attempt. He's going to go for a sky wheelie off the double log ramp. Taking his time lining up. Got to make sure you get those wheels straight on so you get as big of a pop on the front end as possible. There you go, backing up all the way to the wall to get as much speed as possible, and just not quite what he was looking for right there. A bit of a combo to cross-thread the pod from it, but I know that he didn't get the power that he wanted to that. And he's backed up all the way to camera number 1 to line up for what looks like a bicycle right here off of the Send It ramp. And he kicks the truck up on 2 wheels. And now just doing a little burnout in the dirt on our pad. You can see the mark there. Only a 4.250 for El Toro Loco. Slinging the truck around the track, giving you guys a little bit extra. Unfortunately, the skills slump continues. That is not a very promising score from El Toro Loco. It'll hold the lead for now, but I'm not sure if any of these next 2 competitors will get lower than that. Gravedigger is your second competitor out for the skills competition, and he is lining up right for the Send It ramp. First attempt. A huge sky wheelie from Gravedigger. Couldn't get the truck all the way up onto the pod, but still great elevation on the front end for that first attempt. And it looks like he is also lining up for a bicycle, this time off of the racing lane. He kicks the truck up, gets a bicycle for a second there, and then rides it all the way to the end of the trophy ramp. A 7.750 for Gravedigger, and he goes for one more just for you, Monster Truck fans. That last bicycle attempt was not for scores. He did that just for you guys, and I want to get a replay on that one right there. This is the bicycle that came after the scores were already in. He corrects it a little bit. He drops the rear end off of the double log stack, brings it back at the perfect moment to save it. An absolutely great job from Gravedigger, and he holds the lead so far, even without that final attempt being a part of the score. Megalodon has got a tall order to try and beat Gravedigger for the skills win. Megalodon looking like he's lining up for the racing lane. Oh man, and he just sends it right over I'm not even 100% sure what move he was going for there. I think it might have been he was trying to go off of the racing lane and have the right side of the truck dip off of the send it ramp to kick him into a bicycle, but he just couldn't get it. Still a great job trying something new, and now for his final attempt, he's going for the send it ramp. Oh, and it kicks him. That back left wheel just grabs it and twists him right over onto his side. A 7.500, not quite enough. Gravedigger will be your skills winner. Megalodon, a close second though. Look at that. You see that tire just grab and it twists him. The wheelie bar bounces him off of the send it ramp, and he is over on his side once again. It's time now for Overall After 2, where we go through your overall event standings after the first two competitions. So far, Gravedigger is leading the charge, second in racing and first in skills with 8 overall points. El Toro Loco still, even with being in that skills slump that he's in, he is still doing the best he can, making the best push for it. Another racing win. 10 racing wins on the season for El Toro Loco. Unfortunately, last in skills once again, but hey, he is still only 2 points away from that overall event win. If El Toro Loco wins freestyle, he will be able to take this no matter what. Megalodon, last place so far after 2 competitions. Last in racing, but you know what? He got a pass in. He got 1 point. He did not get 0. He got 1 point from racing. And then skills, second place in skills, just barely. Great skills attempts, trying some new stuff from Megalodon. Your overall event winner will be decided by freestyle. Megalodon could win it if Megalodon gets the freestyle win. We could have a tie across the board, and that freestyle win would propel Megalodon to the overall, and we're going to find out right now with freestyle. El Toro Loco going first in every competition this event. The final event on Track Style 3. A great reverse move from El Toro Loco across the pod. These trucks, they've got 90 seconds to do as many crazy wow moments, hit as many ramp faces as possible, and fill the time to try and get the highest score from our expert judge. El Toro Loco goes for the send it ramp, gets a nice wheelie all the way on top of the pod, gets hung up on that racing lane for a second there, corrects it, goes right for the single log, raises the back wheel in the air, now going sideways, drops the end off of the send it ramp, and is able to keep his composure, ride it all the way across that box stack. Going for another sky wheelie, crossing up over the pod. About 20 seconds left for El Toro Loco, going for the ski ramp. Bit of cattywampus over the pod. Lining up for a bicycle to try and put an exclamation point on this run. Looks like he kind of hooked the wheel into the dirt a little bit. Trying to get just as much as he can out of this truck and his track for El Toro Loco's final freestyle on Track Style 3, and 8.712. He filled the time, a great run, and we'll see how far that score gets him. El Toro Loco, it looks like he's got a little bit more in the tank for you monster truck fans. Bit of a standing bicycle right there after a great sky wheelie off of the send it ramp. Now going over the racing lanes. Trying to give just a little bit extra. Let's see the replay here. Up over the send it ramp with a nice sky wheelie. And this was after the scores were already in, but what, just standing it right on the side, that fantastic balance, and then setting it down. A great first run of the night for El Toro Loco. Megalodon is your second to last competitor up for freestyle. Lining up for the side of the ski ramp for his first hit. Huge air to start it off. Goes off the track a little bit, reverses back onto it. And he is continuing on. Let's see if he is able to fill that full 90 seconds. A great reverse move over the box stack. Shifts it and up over the racing lane. Almost had a bit of a racing scenario there. But you know, I think the truck just kind of slapped on its side. Wasn't quite in that bicycle motion. I thought he was going to go for another reverse move on that box stack again. Comes around the track right off the far side racing lane. Let's see, backing up, lining up for the single log ramp. Keeping up great momentum so far in this run. Up the ski ramp, what a combo. Going off the trophy ramp. Crossing over the pod. 20 seconds left for Megalodon. Let's see if he's got anything else crazy in store. Going wild on that send it ramp, and I think he's going to give it one more shot. Let's see, lining up for a huge sky wheelie. Reverses all the way onto the pod. And for the final move, he is just going to cross up all over it. Goes for the top part of the ski ramp. A 9.354 Megalodon is your new leader for freestyle, and he's still got more going across the pond and rolling it in all three competitions for you monster truck fans. I think this run is going to have some fantastic replays. Look at that, just nosedives it off of the double log ramp. Crosses it right into the side of the ski ramp right here. Look at this side slap. Just boom. You could see that the front right shock tower compress on that landing. And then look at this. This was after the time was already in. This is just for you guys. Megalodon going up on top of that ski ramp. Dropping it right off of that send it. And he goes right over on the side, over on the lid in every competition. Once again, Megalodon is your new leader. We got one more for freestyle, and it is your series points leader. The black and green wrecking machine has hit the track and has 90 seconds to try and take this away from Megalodon. What an incredible combo across the pod. And great air over that racing lane. Gravedigger gets a little hung up on that racing lane. Same as El Toro Loco. He's going to back up, go right for that single log ramp. The paint on this pod holding up beautifully. Gravedigger goes right for the box stack and combos it to the single log ramp. Drops off the side of it, going for that landing ramp there. Now up the ski ramp, kicks the truck to the side, rides a bit of a bicycle across that trophy ramp. Let's see, he's having great momentum so far, but I think he's going to need a little bit more wow factor if he's going to take this away from Megalodon, and this could be a way to do it. Going for the send it ramp, 25 seconds left, a great sky wheelie. He's going to back up, he's going to go for it again. This time, gets one wheel on the send it ramp, one wheel on the box stack, and he just rocks it now, cross-threading across the pod, lining up. Oh man, he faked me out. I thought for sure he was going for the racing lane. Went right for the ski ramp. Let's see if he can get one more move in before time expires. Going for a bicycle. Gets a little bit of it. They're going to let him roll over the box stack again. And that is a score, a 9.144. So close. Gravedigger will still get the overall event win with that freestyle score. Megalodon so close to the overall, but wins freestyle once again. And Gravedigger is just still going. Nothing is stopping him yet. Whipping around the track. I think he's going to go for the send it ramp one more time. For you Monster Truck fans, not for scores. And that is the run. Bad to the bone. Gravedigger, second in freestyle, your overall event winner. And let's see the replay of that final sky wheelie. Slams the truck down on the pod. Can't get the grip to be able to bring it up onto it, so he rolls it back, and that is your Monster Truck freestyle. And now it is time to go over our freestyle results from the final event on Track Style 3. Megalodon is your freestyle winner with a 9.354, a fantastic run once again from Megalodon. 5 points from that. Gravedigger, a 9.144. He gets second. 3 points. That gets him the overall. And El Toro Loco just couldn't quite get it with that 8.712. I know he is going to come out swinging on Track Style 4. And now it is time for the encore. We're going to give all of our competitors a chance to say farewell to Track Style 3 by tearing it up one more time. Gravedigger is back out on the track after having a chance to cool. Us going over the freestyle results over the racing lane. Gonna back up. Oh, and a bicycle from Gravedigger. That was fantastic. Spins it around, reverses it right into the tree, and then it gets it hung up right on the ski ramp. Gravedigger absolutely pulling out all of the stops. He may not have attempted one of his signature reverse poppers this event, but it has been bicycles galore from the Black and Green Wrecking Machine. Right now, just so you guys know, Megalodon absolutely sending it for the encore. Gonna go for that racing lane. Oh my, oh, only 2 hits in the encore for Megalodon. That racing lane bites him again. I know Megalodon is gonna be happy to not have that one ramp in Track Style 4 that just keeps biting him over and over again. 4 rollovers on the event for Megalodon. And El Toro Loco is going to end off the encore. Going to give one more farewell, one more little mini freestyle for you Monster Truck fans. Hits the send it ramp. Can't quite get up it. There we go. Sideways down the far side racing ramp. And I think he is going to give Gravedigger a little love tap right there. Slamming into him. Going sideways up that ramp on the side of the ski ramp that we modified specifically because everybody just kept trying to hit it. And now for your overall event standings, Gravedigger with the overall event win, second in racing, first in skills, and second in freestyle. Fantastic, consistent showing. Gravedigger will continue to even further his series seasons points lead, and Megalodon second overall. Just got better and better as the event went on. Last in racing, he got a time to get that 1 point. Skills, second place, so close. And then the freestyle win, 9 points overall for Megalodon, still staying in that points chase. And El Toro Loco, 7 overall once again. He's gotten 7 overall a lot this season. With that, first in racing, last in skills, and last in freestyle. But hey, we got Track Style 4 coming up, our next events, your season series point standings. Gravedigger still in first place, gets 2 points on Megalodon, 4 more points on El Toro Loco. Gravedigger with 170 is currently your series seasons points leader. We still got 8 more events to go on the Plateau Arena. It is not over yet. Megalodon with 161, only 9 points behind El Toro Loco. 149. He's got catching up to do. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on this video to support the channel. And we will see you guys next time with more event coverage from the Plateau Arena.